All right, we're going to write the equation of a parallel line for this one to this equation, y equals negative 4x plus 4. Now, the thing with the parallel line is it's going to have the same slope. We'll have to keep that in mind, but it also passes through this point to negative 11. So 2, negative 11 needs to make our new equation a true statement for the equal sign. We'll write the equation in the slope-intercept form, which we'll get to. But first, we'll identify our slope here at negative 4. A parallel slope will also be the same, negative 4. If you were to graph it, you'd probably want to see that as negative 4 over 1. We don't need to graph that, so we're going to just keep it as negative 4. Now that I have a slope, I can go into my point slope form because over here you can see they've given us an x and a corresponding y, which means for point slope form, I can replace this x and this y in as the x and y's that are in that equation right there, in addition to the slope. So point slope form looks like this. And given the slope, we'll start there. That's the m, so we're going to replace the m, the slope, with that negative 4 that they gave us, which was from that old equation, right? Because it's parallel, it should have the same slope, but it needs to go through this ordered pair 2, negative 11. So we're going to take the 2x and replace that into the x value, and that'll just remain a minus 2, but the y value, which is a negative 11, here we're going to make it, right, we could show this as minus 11 like this, but since it's minus a negative, we're just going to show it as plus 11 to make that a little bit more simplified. At this point, we can distribute our negative 4 into the parentheses, so negative 4 groups of x. 1x would be negative 4x's, and this is negative 4 times negative 2, which you'll have to keep that in mind because it's going to come out as positive 8 right there. So now we have this new equation, y plus 11 equals negative 4x plus 8. And the last thing we need on this one is to solve for our y value. That's what we want over here, nothing else, which means that the plus 11, we're going to need to zero that out by subtracting 11. It's just if I do it to one side, I need to do it to the other side. So the 11 becomes a 0, as you can see right there. We've got the negative 4x, which we're going to drop. I'll just show the slope still as negative 4 right there. 8 minus 11 is going to give us a y-intercept of negative 3, and that will complete this equation.